How do Japanese see the
アメリカ
US
に
in
行ってみて、
2023?
なんかカルチャーショックはありましたか？
行くためにアメリカのノースカロライナに行きました。
When I tell Japanese people I'm from the USA, usually people are like,
Hey guys, hi there, I'm TAKASHii from Japan. So today I'm going to interview Japanese people. How do Japanese see the United States? And at the end of this video, I'm gonna give my opinion towards the United States Americans. So please watch until the end. Okay, let's get started. アメリカは好きですか？
好きです。
なんで？どうして？
よく好きで映画とかアメリカの映画とかアメリカのアーティストの曲とかよく聞くんで。
This is something that's really important to understand. A lot of people will look to those fucking a lot of people will look to those like polls about what country, like what are your approval ratings for America, and it's like really high, right? And people will just like look at that and go, oh, everybody loves America, shut the fuck up. And what they don't realize is the reason why a lot of people quote unquote love America is because American culture is so fucking prominent. It's cultural imperialism for the most part. It's because the rest of the world is eating our hot garbage all day, every day. Okay? Yeah, they don't love America. They don't love American imperialism. They don't love American foreign policy. They like rap music and Star Wars. Exactly. It's the American culture that is our profoundly important export that people actually appreciate consuming. That's it. And most people don't really understand that. Most people think like, oh no, they like that America is invading Iraq and Afghanistan. Like, no, it's the media, man.
好きです。
好きなアメリカの映画は？
ウルフ・オブ・ウォール・ストリート。
好きなアーティスト？アメリカの。
フューチャー。ヒップホップ。
フューチャー？ヒップホップ聞く？
聞きますね。
なるほど。じゃあアメリカ人に対してどういう風なイメージありますか？普通のアメリカ人、映画とか音楽とかじゃない普通のアメリカ人に対してどういうイメージがありますか？
あんまり周りの目を気にしないイメージがありますね。日本人って何か行動するときに周りの目の判断基準に入れたり、だから周りの目っていうよりかは自分がどう思うかでやっぱ行動選択をしてるイメージがあるんで。
アメリカに行くとしたらどこ行きたいですか？
ロサンゼルス行きたいですね。ロサンゼルス行きたいです。ハリウッド映画好きなんでハリウッド行っていろいろ街見て。
I think I'm one of the greatest fucking examples of what I just told you guys, by the way, which is that I grew up on loving American culture and despising American foreign policy. Okay? I grew up on American garbage. I ate it all day. That's why I don't have a fucking accent. You know what I mean? Half of the fucking community that is watching me from outside of the United States of America feel the exact same way. Why the fuck do they watch me? They like the American culture. They like the American politics by like watching it, but they also fucking despise America's foreign policy actions. They probably also don't really like the fact that Americans are usually very rude. Words are still kind of hard though, huh, champ? So we're waking up now. I heard earlier there was supposed to be some gaming taking place. I love consuming poverty. What?
自分サーフィンやるんで、サーフィンやってもベニスビーチとか行っていろいろカリフォルニアで合法なものを吸ってみたりしていろいろ遊びたいですね。
なるほど。これアメリカ人いっぱい見てるんですけど、アメリカ人何か言いたいことありますか？
はい。I love you. I love American.
You love America.
I love American. You love American?
アメリカのどういうイメージありますか？アメリカは。
なんかおおらかな人が多い。明るい人が多い。ね、自由そう。
自由そう。
楽しそう。前に来ました。
アメリカに行くとしたら、なんか何したいとか、どこに行ってみたいとか。
ディズニーランド行きたいです。
ああね。
一番はマーベルヒーローとかが好きなので。
ああ、なるほど。
そうなんですよ。
自由の女神だよね。
ニューヨークとか。アメリカ人で有名な人、誰か知ってますか？
誰それお前ら出てきた。トランプ？
トランプ。
あまり出てこない。
出てる人だとは思うんですけど、アメリカの人なのかが分かんない。
わかるわかる。
確かに多分あれですよね。日本人はアメリカ人かどうかっていうよりも、なんか欧米人かどうか、なんか白人かどうかとか、そこで確かに。
出身は分かんない。
じゃあアメリカ人が分からない人言ってみてください。
イーロン・マスク。
分かんないじゃん。
イーロン・マスクって、is Elon Musk American? あ、違う。南アフリカだ。
トム・ホランド誰
トム・ホランド。
トム・ホランドスパイダーマン
彼はイギリス人ですね。
ですよね。
確かに。アメリカの
That's it. That's it. It's like Chris Hemsworth. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's American. Tomo Horando.
ネガティブなイメージありますか？
医療費が高いイメージなんか救急車とかあんまり呼べないって聞くので
I know Chris Hemsworth is Australian. That's why I said
も
it.
しかしたら差別されるかもしれないかなって。
アジア人差別みたいな。それはどうしてそう思いますか？なんかメディアとかで見てるとか、なんか話を聞いたとか、どうしてそう？
なんか高校の時の担任が留学経験があって、そういう差別を受けたっていう話を聞いたんで、やっぱりあるんやみたいな思って。
なるほど、なるほど。まあ確かにそれはアジア人の僕たちからしたら、アメリカじゃなくてもう欧米どこの国に行ってもそういう不安はありですね。アメリカどういう国だと思いますか？
でも結構面白い。
Bro, look at their fits. Look at these Shibuya fuckboys. I have the same fucking chain. I don't know where it is. But yeah, he's got the Carhartt on. Like they love that shit. Okay? It's the culture. It's the fits. It's the McDonald's burger.
白そうで結構みんなウェルカムに迎えてくれそうなんですけど、ちょっと怖いっていう印象もあ
Maybe
り
he
ます。
took it when I was in
友
Japan.
達
I
とか
lost
から
it.
聞く話で、なんか物盗まれやすいよとかたまに聞くんで、そうなるとちょっと日本より怖い国なのかなって思っちゃいます。なんかスケボーのビデオとか見ててもアメリカの人の方がうまいな。
Asking random idiots on street like this should never be counted as anything else but humor. I mean, yeah, it is. It's also edited in a certain way too, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to explain something larger here about the way people view America, because a lot of Americans unironically fucking act like the rest of the world loves America, but they love the fucking cultural export.
なって感じるし、やっぱかっこよさが日本人と違ってそこに惹かれますね。
アメリカ人にはどういう印象を持ってますか？どういう人が多いと思いますか？日本人と比べて。
なんか笑顔で迎えてくれてて、結構日本人はちょっと厳しい人とかも多い感じのイメージを持ってるけど、
アメリカについてどういうイメージがありますか？
自由の
自由
自分の意見とかはちゃんと主張できるか、そこが日本人とは違うところなイメージが。
自分の意見を言うのは難しいと思いますか？日本だと。
When they say free, you have to remember they're talking about like cultural expression, and Japan certainly is very conservative when it comes to things that deviate from the norm in public. Public demonstrations of expression that deviate from the norm is like very like, or social expressions that deviate from like a very rigid, very structured life is always going to be completely fucking limited, and actually will be looked at like you're a psycho.
難しくはないと思います。
確かない。
難しくはないと思うけど、多分言わない人の方が多いと思います。
なるほど。自分たちは言うタイプですか？それとも言わないタイプですか？
私は言います。
言うですか？
私は多分顔色伺っちゃうタイプ。
Also, why their fucking porn is so weird, in my opinion. It's like repressed shit.
なるほど。国としてどうですか？自分のアメリカに対してのあれは好きですか？好き？
好きです。
好き？
ロスとハワイに行ったことがあって、めっちゃ楽しかったっていう。
アメリカに行ってみて、なんかカルチャーショックはありましたか？
チップかな。いくら渡せばいいか全然わからないし、とジャスティンの奥さんがめっちゃ好きで。
Weird that no one associates the U.S. with U.S. with military occupation of Japan. People get used to that shit. Go to Okinawa and you'll hear very different perspectives. However, I'll say it like this. I mean, it's no different than like Vietnam, like Vietnamese perspectives on the United States. Like they love America, and it's like America fucking destroyed them. You know what I mean?
それだけじゃなくて、でもなんか人柄が好き、向こうの人のなんか自由な感じで、なんか人生楽しんでる感じがめっちゃ好きです。
なんかジャスティンとヘイリー・ビーバーよく東京来てる。めっちゃ来てるですよね。
会いたかったです。
Do you hate it when the countries we attack love us? I don't hate it. I understand where it comes from. But also, the countries that we attack don't necessarily love us. Once again, they love our culture. They love our export. They love Hollywood. They love burgers. The other countries that we've attacked, like Japan, also got they got rewired almost entirely with an American Constitution and a partnership with the United States of America. It's just like part of it.
アメリカに行くとしたらどこ行きたいですか？次行くとしたらどこ次行きたいですか？
私はでもハリウッドに行きたい。
なんでロサンゼルスが好きですか？ニューヨークより。
The shittiest.
行ってみたいと思いますか？どうして？
行ってる人多いじゃないですか、ロサンゼルスって。あ、いいな。
I mean, it's low key the same as me fucking loving Japan, dude. Think about it. Think about why I love Japan so much. I love anime. I love the Japanese cultural export. But as far as like Japanese politics goes, it's fucking nutty. I've talked about it already. I've talked about it so much. Like Japanese war crime denial, for example. Really shitty.
いいなとか思うんで。
なるほど。
次はニューヨーク行ってみたい。多分真逆だと思っていて、ロスとニューヨークって自由な感じとはまた真逆のバリバリ働いてる人とかめちゃめちゃおしゃれな人とかいるのがニューヨークのイメージ。
確かに。アメリカについてどう思いますか？
アメリカについて、すごいいろんな人がいる国だなって思います。一回ニューヨーク行ったことあるんですけど、いろんなカフェにもういろんな人種の人がいて、多種多様な国かな。私大学で英文専攻してたんですけど、特に本当にアメリカに憧れを持ってる子がすごい多かったかなって。アメリカイコールかっこいいみたいな、そういう生まれ込まれちゃってるからみたいなので憧れを持ってる子が多いのかなって思います。
それは自分は持ってないです。それとも自分も持ってるか？アメリカに対して。
アメリカに対してはないですね。
どうして他の周りの女性、女の子たちが持ってるけど自分は持ってないと思うんですか
？If you talked about the Japanese news host mentioning you for real this time, no fucking Japanese news host has mentioned me for real. It's fake. Don't act like that's a real thing. It has never happened.
私がそもそも育った環境が結構中国なんだけど、中国の国際学校で本当に海外がいいみたいな、アメリカがかっこいいみたいな感覚はなくて、それぞれ国にいいところも悪いところもあるから、それで全然私は憧れも持ってていいと思うんですけど、私は大丈夫って感じ。
アメリカのこと好きですか？それ大好き？
大好き。
なんで大好き？行ったことありますか？
あります。
どこに？
どこ？ニューヨーク、LA、ハワイとか？
私はサンディエゴ、サンフランシスコ。
どうして好きですか？アメリカ。
San Diego? Why the fuck would you go to San Diego, dog?
ブルに。どういう分？人が好きなのか、文化が好きなのかとか、いろいろあるじゃないですか。
地域によってもあると思うんですけど、地域によっては人もすごい素敵だなって思うし、オープンなそのカルチャーがいいと思います。
なるほど。
私も自由に生きてる感じが日本人は恥ずかしがったりとか日本人するじゃないですか。でもそれがないから大好き。映画とかの舞台になるのがアメリカとかが多いから、日本人からしたら憧れの国みたいな。
For real, dog, I can't fucking stand for the San Diego slander. Dude, San Diego is literally like boneless LA. San Diego is like if Los Angeles was just one big military base. Okay? San Diego is just a convention center and a military base. And boneless Los Angeles, okay? It's crazy. It's just... Actually, you know what? Someone said in the chat, they said it better. San Diego is all bone LA. If there was no skin, no fucking fat, no meat, and just bone. And I say this as someone who also, loves LA, but recognizes that it sucks at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, LA is shit, but it's my shit. You know what I mean? It's my dookie. Sometimes it's literally dookie on the street.
例えばどの映画好きですか？アメリカの。
スパイダーマン。
なるほど。僕も大好きですね。
やっぱアメリカ人が日本に多いと思うし、国としてのつながりもアメリカってすごい近いので、
Yeah, I wonder
行き
why.
やすい、情報も多いみたいなところ。
アメリカの都市の中ではどこが一番好きでした？
サンディエゴ。
サンディエゴ。
私はニューヨーク。
ニューヨーク。東京とニューヨーク両方ともビッグシティじゃないですか。何が違うと思います？
規模が一番、
ニューヨークの方が大きかった。
ビルの高さだったりとか。
確かに日本はあれ作れないですもんね。細長いペンシルタワーみたいな自信があるから、多分アメリカ好きってことなんですけど、じゃあアメリカに住めますか？自分は。
住みたい。
お、
はい、住みたい。私たちはもうずっと住みたい。
本当。逆になんで住まないですか？今は仕事とかそういうのですか？それとも。
いや、すごい
現実的にお金とか。
確かに。
花粉がまずない。
確かに。
天候とかも全部含めてやっぱり。
観光とかだったらニューヨークが好きだけど、私も住むな
I'm a spoiler. I
ら
can't look at
サ
it.
ンディエゴの西海岸かハワイ。やっぱ住みやすい。日本人も多いし。
一番好きなアメリカ人教えてください。セレブリティでも歌手でもなんでも大丈夫です。
はい、ハンナモンタナ。
違う、マイリーサイラス。
ハンナモンタナ、マイリーサイラス。
マイリー・サイレス。
ハンナモンタナ。
なんすか？
マイリー・サイレス。
役名です。
役名なんか
デ
ィズニーチャンネルの
テレナゴメスで。
なるほど。
Before we continue interviews, this video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. Sakurako is a subscription service where you receive a monthly box filled with traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks. Sakurako helps in partnering with...
What is this? Planning nerd? Shit, Tokyo proper is almost exactly the same size as Manhattan, 2x, but they always almost have exactly the same population. That's why Tokyo feels like there's so much more room in the city. Damn. Thank you, Planning
Wonderland, Hokkaido. And Sakurako also has Japanese tableware every month. This month, I got Indigo Yuzen dish. This is Baumkuchen. It's expertly crafted with eggs and locally milled Japanese flour. This is milk mochi. What's special about this?
I literally had that. You can eat the wrapper.
Is that it's all conveniently wrapped in an edible oblate wrapper. And Tokyo Treat is packed with latest seasonal sweets. You can feel a modern life in Japan with Tokyo Treat. This month's theme is Snacktacular Christmas. I'm enjoying this month box because Christmas is actually a big thing in Japan too. And I'm glad that I'm spending holidays with these snacks. This is pure potato chip and rock salt. Unwrapped holiday
I had that one too. It was pretty
these
good.
luxuriously thick cut potato chips. This is premium Ghana chocolate caramel. These creamy chocolate squares are the perfect of cacao and caramel. And each snack is explained so that you can see where it was produced. And you can also check allergic information. This will give you more places to go when you come to Japan. It will be the perfect gift during this gifting season. Click the link in the description below. Okay, let's get back to interviews.
アメリカに留学して
I
た。
miss Japan so
そうで
much.
す。アメリカのノースカロライナ州にだいたい9ヶ月ぐらい交換留学してました。
どうして最初にアメリカに留学しようと思いました？
アントレプレナーシップ、日本語でいう起業家精神を学びに行くためにアメリカのノースカロライナに行きました。で、アメリカってスタートアップとかユニコーン
Oh
の数
God,
が
oh no,
世
he's a
界で一
fucking lame ass. He's a lame ass entrepreneur, dog. Oh hell
番
no.
多かったりとか、あとノースカロライナはなんか第二のシリコンバレーって呼ばれる地域があって、なんかアメリカでどうやってスタートアップ企業が成立していくのかみたいなところを学びに行くためにアメリカに行きました。
行く前のイメージと行った後のイメージ、カルチャーショックとか含めてどうでした？
そうですね、もちろんなんかアメリカ人ってなんか僕たちってそうですね、明るいイメージとかめっちゃ持ってると思うんですけど、なんかそうですね、想像以上にフレンドリーだったり、なんか全員がポジティブだったり、なんかそういう面でめちゃめちゃ僕自身もなんかよりポジティブになったり。
Yeah, he says the second Silicon Valley is in North Carolina. Bro, y'all don't know about the second Silicon Valley, okay? Mr. Beast.
とかよりフレンドリーになったなっていう感覚がめちゃめちゃありますね。
なるほど。じゃあ逆にネガティブな部分は想像してなかったネガティブな部分。
やっぱり安全、日本に比べるとかなり、ちょっとデンジャラス、ちょっと危険かなとは思いましたね。
それは個人的に何か経験したっていうことですか？
個人単位で言うとあまりそういう経験をしてないんですけど、やっぱり周りで銃撃事件があったとかやっぱり殺人事件があったとか、夜中とか一人でやっぱアメリカ出歩けないんですけど、でも日本にいたら夜中一人で歩くと結構普通じゃない。
Bro, in Japan, like although there is a lot of like sexual harassment and stuff on trains and shit, I don't know if they touch like foreign women that much. I'm sure if you live there, like you'll experience it. But as a woman, you can literally walk by yourself in the middle of the motherfucking night. If you're in Tokyo and many places, you can literally walk by yourself as a woman at like 5 a.m. and it's just you will not feel unsafe.
じゃないですか。まあ思ったより治安みたいなところは思ったより悪かったのかなと思います。まあ経済格差みたいなところは思ったより大きいかなと思います。
5 a.m. 3 a.m. whatever the fuck you
アメ
want.
リカってまあ世界一の経済大国ですし、めちゃめちゃお金を持ってる人もやっぱ多いんですけど、普通のそこら辺のストリート見てみると、まあいっぱいホームレスの方がいたりとか、あまり経済的に豊かじゃない人の差は、まあ日本より格段に大きいなと思いましたね。
どうして
Bro, people literally fucking sleep on the street, dude. They just pass out in the middle of the street, drunk as fuck.
日本人がアメリカのことが好きなのかっていう、それは思ってるんですけど、それについてはどう思いますか？まあアメリカ好きですか？
もちろん僕はアメリカに留学するぐらいアメリカ大好きですね。そうですね、アメリカを好きな人はめちゃめちゃ多いと思いますね。実際なんかアメリカのカルチャーがもう日本に結構浸透してるっていうのは大きいのかなと思ってて、例えば日本の映画館行くと多分半分かもしかしたらそれ以上ぐらいアメリカの映画だと思うんですよね。
For the record, that's not unique at all. That is very normal. The unique part of it is it's only half. And the only reason why it's only half is because Japan has its own major cultural export. Then that's precisely the reason why. Like in most other countries, in some other countries, 100% of the movies in the movie theater at any given moment will be American movies. Just wrap your fucking head around that. In Turkey, for example, we have a Turkish film industry, right? We have a massively successful television industry, for example. Like we make a shit ton, an absolute unimaginable shit ton amount of soap operas. We pump it out like crazy, okay? And it's actually very successful globally, as a matter of fact. The Turkish soap operas are. However, when I was growing up, as far as Turkish movies goes, they were much more rare than American movies. Like, now imagine that. Not growing up in the United States of America, try to understand what kind of cultural impact that has. Where, like, you go to your movie theater, and the overwhelming majority of movies that are being played in your movie theater almost always are American. And that's the same globally, okay? Think about that. Tell me about it. My mom watches your weird 1,000 episode shit. Okay, well, you watch me, and that's also weird.
しかもまあ僕自身も洋楽アメリカの音楽めちゃめちゃ聴きますし、でアメリカ人の英語はすんなり聞き取れるんですけど、例えばまあブリティッシュアクセントのイギリス人とかオーストラリア人の方とか他まあインドとか結構聞き取りづらいなっていう感じることがあって、まあその多分理由としてはまあ僕らがアメリカの音楽映画とかばっかりを見て育ってきてるので、学校教育でも基本的にアメリカの発音をベースに教育されると思うので、そういう意味でアメリカのカルチャーに自分自身染まってたんだなっていうのは自覚しましたね。
アメリカにもう一回住みたいとかっていうのは思いますか？それとも日本がいいとか？
めちゃめちゃ難しい質問なんですけど、まあ日本かなっていうのが正直なところです。めちゃめちゃアメリカ好きで住むのも楽しかったんですけど、便利さとか安全性の面で言うと、例えば東京だとどこに行くにも、まあ、電車を使えば別に車がなくてもどこにも行けますし、そこ
Damn, bro, public transit. God damn, walkability and public transit is that important, huh? That's crazy. It's almost like if you grow up in an environment where you have that readily accessible, fucking experience this mind-boggling culture shock when you come to America and you're like, what the fuck? What the absolute fuck is going on here? How good is public transit in Ankara? I mean, it's better than America, and it's still dog shit, but infinitely better than the United States of America because it exists. In most places in America, you just don't even have it. New York City is the only place in the United States of America where a higher density of commuters actually utilize public transit. That's it. One place. One fucking place in the entire country. One place in the entire nation. Do you understand? Not Chicago. No, not San Francisco. New York City is the only place where a higher density of the population. No, they have public transit in San Francisco. They have public transit in Chicago. New York City, they have it in DC. They have it in fucking Philadelphia, right? New York City is the only place in the country where the population density utilizing public transit is higher than car traffic. How nuts is that? Think about how fucking insane that is. Yeah, they have public transit in all the places that I mentioned. DC, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Chicago. New York City is the only place in the United States of America, the only city in the United States of America where the public transit commuter density is higher than individual car use. That is fucking crazy. If you don't have a car in Florida, they hit you with their cars. Yeah.
ここら辺にコンビニエンスストアもありますし、あと、安全性でいうと日本ってやっぱ世界一安全な国の一つだと思うので、そういう意味でやっぱ日本は素晴らしい国だなと思いますけど、やっぱアメリカも大好きです。
なるほど。でたまに旅行とか行ったりとかして。
そうですね、旅行で行くとか、例えば1年の留学とか、割と短期間の滞在とかはめちゃめちゃ楽しめるんじゃないかなと。
じゃあアメリカ旅行一周回ったみたいな、どこが
Is the only 4 counties in the U.S. with less than 40% ownership. Car ownership, you mean, right? There's only 4 counties in the entire United States with less than 50% car ownership. Is that what you're saying? It's important for you guys to understand. Boston quite literally ranks number 1 best place to not have a car. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is still factually correct. There's only one city in the United States of America. There's only one city in the United States of America where the public transit commuter density is higher than car travel. That's it. How fucking nuts. How insane is that? Yeah, see? Look. New York City, 56%. It's the only place in the country, dog. Number 2 is Jersey City with 47%. Number 3 is Washington, D.C. with 37%. Boston with 33%. San Francisco with 33%. Massachusetts, Cambridge, 28%. Chicago, 27%. Philadelphia, as I also mentioned, 26%. Please show me LA. I don't think LA is on the Los Angeles, California. 10.6% public transit commuters. 10.6% at number 35. These are, by the way, cities with 100,000 plus inhabitants with the 50 highest rates of public transit commuting to work. Look up San Diego, coward. I don't think San Diego is on this list. Yeah, sorry, San Diego chatters. It is not on this list. Only coastal cities, low, absolutely zero. Oh, dude, yeah. The other thing is, like, we're not even looking at the middle of the country where a shit ton of people live, where there is absolutely no infrastructure. Like, none whatsoever fucking ever. Bro, you just river to the sea, San Diego? San Diego is better known for being the place between Los Angeles and Tijuana. Yeah, Jersey City, number 2, is literally because Jersey City is for commuters into New York who can't live in New York City because it's way too expensive. By the way, that's the only reason why that population, public transit commuter population density is higher, population percentage is higher. Now, why is this interesting? Well, if you look at other fucking countries, that's the norm. New York City is the norm. New York is the motherfucking norm. It's normal for the majority of the public to be using public transit in almost every single big city. That doesn't mean that there aren't cars there, okay? But it's the norm because that is the makings of a city, okay? If you're in a fucking city, you're supposed to walk. You're supposed to take public transit. That's like It's supposed to be a fucking option. Every other country, no matter how bad their public transit is, this is still the norm. In San Diego, 3.5% of residents commute via public transportation, a smaller share of the national public transit ridership of 5.2%. On average, those who take the public transit in San Diego take 25 minutes longer to get into work than those who drive. Yeah, top transit agencies by ridership. New York MTA, 2.8 billion trips. Los Angeles Metro at number 2, 280 million trips. Think about that. The number 2 most traveled metro system is not even real. Not even a real thing.
が一番良かったんですか
Doesn't even exist.
まあ難しいんですけど、ラスベガスですかね。なんかもう人が無理やり作り上げた街みたいな。ラスベガスってめっちゃ周り砂漠じゃないですか。なのにラスベガス着いた瞬間めちゃめちゃ大きい建物とかカジノとかホテルとか、もう人が頑張って集まって無理やり街を作り上げたっていう感じが、人の力すげえなって感じましたね。
Okay, thank you for your time. Could you introduce your background?
My name's Max. I'm from the United States, North Carolina. My mom's Japanese, and I.
Bro, where the fuck did this big homie found 2 North Carolinas in Japan? How is this happening? North Carolina is on the come up big
I've been
time.
living in Japan for almost 10 years.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you about how Japanese people see United States, Americans, how Americans see Japan, in general. So when you say you're from the States, like, or when you say you're half American to the Japanese people, how do they react? What's their impression?
When I tell Japanese people I'm from the USA, usually people are like, oh, America, nice. Like, Japanese people's general impression of America is very free. The country's too free. Yeah, there's a lot of problems, but in general, the entertainment industry, of course, everyone watches American movies, everyone watches American TV shows. So in general, young to old, I think the general impression of America is pretty good, and it's a fun place to be.
Yeah, I noticed that as well, especially when I go abroad, outside of Japan, let's say Europe. The impression towards the United States from the people in Europe or from the people in Japan are completely different, That was my culture shock when I went to Europe, Not everyone loves the States.
I always say, like, everything goes back to either the Edo period or the war, like World War II. So in this case, I think it goes back to World War II. Japan lost the war. Obviously, I think people probably didn't like America at the time, but...
Damn, bro, big homie's here flexing on him. He's like, and I'm here to flex on you haters. He's here flexing. Look at his face.
After that, America, like, over decades, kind of helped Japan come back and build up. Right. American culture spread worldwide, and Japan gets all of this culture, and they like it. I mean, it's pretty fun, like entertainment, sports. Basketball is huge because of the United States and Japan. I think the reason maybe why Europeans don't like America as much as like Japanese people is because Europeans actually can speak English on a more general level. The news that they might see, the cool side of America, is only shown to Japan.
Oh, that's interesting.
But Europeans can like see the cool side and be like, there's all this like really dumb stuff America does. Their education's bad. So I think Europeans, just in general, because they can speak English, they can kind of see all the bad parts of America better than a Japanese person.
So what are the similarities and differences between Japan and the States?
I like that. He's right. He's right. He's so right. If you look at those polling, if you look at the polls of like popularity of the United States of America and other countries, America consistently is performing fairly poorly in Europe. And the more they speak English, the more they speak English, the worse they perform usually. He's not wrong. This is what I was referencing. International public opinion of the U.S. remains positive. Look at Poland. Oh my God, the dick riding, dude. Poland needs to fucking chill. Poland's dick riding is crazy, dog. Poland needs to fucking chill with it. Okay? Poland, oh my God. That's like an entire nation blowing bubbles on it? What the fuck? I've never seen dick riding like this. I've never seen dick riding like this. Poland needs to chill out. More than Israel? Like, that's insane. You know what I mean? No, South Korea, oh my God. Expected. Like, if you're South Korea, I get it. If you're Israel, I get it. If you're Polish, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's too much. It's kind of funny though. These countries, the favorability ratings, like they rarely ever look at countries that America has like eviscerated for the most part. Where is it? Most say there's a strong partisan conflict in the U.S. Many favorable on U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. Yes, say the withdrawal was poorly handled. Netherlands, wrong. The U.K., wrong. Very wrong. They should have stayed there forever. Yeah, so the reason why I was talking about what I was talking about is because, like, this entire thing, look, it's like Sweden, UK, Germany. These are, like, the countries that have the least favorable opinion. Greece being, like, a 48-48 split. Respect to Greece, by the way, straight up. But you have to understand, this favorability is almost entirely a consequence of American culture being a very, very important export. It sounds like you don't get being Polish. No, I don't. I don't get it. And that's not a bad thing, I think. Poland is what you get when you fucking hate the Nazis and then you really hate the socialists. So, like, it's the most American perspective you can have. That's why there's probably like a 91% approval of America in general. So they're like, what's the one country? What's the one country that will save us from both? Nearly 9 in 10 also have a positive view of the U.S. and South Korea. 12 percentage point increases 2021, and the largest uptick in positive ratings is the previous year. Positive opinions increase in only 2 other countries, Sweden and Australia. Views of the U.S. has stayed about the same in roughly half the countries surveyed. Malaysia. Respect to Malaysia. Publics in Singapore and Greece are roughly split in their views. Malaysia is the only country surveyed where a majority has a negative opinion of the U.S. Key allies say the U.S. is a reliable partner of their country, except for Malaysia. I don't really, I mean, like I said, there's not a lot in this study that like looks at any interesting countries overall. But no matter which country you look at, Hollywood is impossible to avoid. You know what I mean? Like the top of the hour ad break.
So one thing that's very similar to me is the perspective.
If I fucking click on this link, comparing public transport networks in Europe to America, I will perish. You don't want me to click on this and die with an aneurysm on camera because I will get banned.
People have Japanese people's perspective of American culture is it's like a movie, it's like a Hollywood movie, it's like a TV show. Americans' current perspective, younger Americans, look at Japan like it's an anime, you live in an anime world, and I just want to say both are correct. Japan is an anime and America is a movie. So I think the similarities is like,
he's right.
You know, I'm joking here, but the similarities are in, you know, anime. The similarities between American movies and American culture is there. So pretty same like that.
Okay,
He's
thanks
right.
for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. Me personally, I do like the United States. I was supposed to study abroad in Los Angeles, but you know, something happened in the world. I couldn't make it. I studied English and American literature, wrote final thesis about 20th century's America's history. Of course, there are some good points and bad points of the country. I'm going there in January. I'm going to San Francisco, Texas, Chicago, Miami, New York.
Not Los
Baltimore,
Angeles?
I don't
What
know,
the fuck?
Philadelphia, or maybe around East Coast around there.
Bro, TAKASHii, come to fucking LA, dude. I'll show you around, okay? This dude is the GOAT.
So if you have any recommendation to do there, please let me know in the comments. Okay, anyway,
I'll set you up, dude. I'll set you up. Come to LA.